So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Paris Saint-Germain have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed.
Oh, good effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Defending of the desperate variety. Oh no, shot a goal!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Olise with the short one. Vietnam can try it again now. Vietnam have their second corner now. Gives it back. Pedri. Pedri purring through the gears.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball, but he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Looking for the far post. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Tura. Searching passes. A header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gravenberg opts for safety. Played towards the other side. Still goalless at the moment. Gravenberg. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Carreras. Can he get it through? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's fabulous. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Tura. Yamal. Gyökeres is in a really good position out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Looking for a runner. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now it's Haaland. Great vision. He's had a shot! There it is! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Van Dijk with the clearance. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it. And here's Haaland.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Gyökeres. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. Thuram. Chance for a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Vietnam are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. The second half is up and running. Vietnam currently ahead. Chance to shoot! And again! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Vietnam are doing very nice. Goes for a shot! Quality ball. Mbappe. Bellingham. And it's Porro. Looking for the run. Olise. Olise! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
So time
4.
for change,
Le
and
numéro
this one has been
21.
on the cards for a little
Le
while.
numéro 7. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 9.
It's a sharp
Le numéro
pass.
22. À leur place, le
Llorente,
numéro 5. Le numéro 8.
can he
Le
finish?
numéro 15.
It's bounced
Le
back
numéro
off the
20.
post.
Le numéro 17. Le numéro 6.
Haaland being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
The ball's gone astray. Pedro Porro looking understandably energised after his goal. And they've got a throw. And that has put paid to that. Now, can they get him away? He's beaten the last man. He's going for goal.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Good work on the right flank here. Now it's Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's David. Floated through. That is a brilliant interception. Alvarez. Now it's Haaland. He's having a pop! Sensational from Haaland! A finish of true class! Right back in the game! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that...
Terrific effort! And a neat finish! Do not write them off! Back they come! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Deftly away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Real chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
O'Reilly. Haaland. That's going wide left. Oh, super ball. And he takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be. and where he needed to put himself.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
5 minutes to add. Now it's David. This is a promising build-up. Good ball, good take. Szoboszlai. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leading. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now it's Haaland. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Impressive jump! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Thuram. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pedro Porro. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Mbappe. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered across. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Saliba. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gyökeres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Caresses it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gravenberch, Mbappe, chance, surely! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
It's made its way to him. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Haaland was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass. Great chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Cross goes in there. Van der Ven getting this one clear. Oh, he goes for a shot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Vietnam get the second half going. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Mbappe! Good ball, good take. Pedro Porro. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. This is a promising build-up. Gravenberg, that's good vision. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram. Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good spread. That's tidy. Tchouaméni. Mbappe! Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedro Porro. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Yamal has created one goal already. And he lines up and... Oh, good effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 21. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 4. À leur place,
Strokes it back.
le numéro 20.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Le numéro 6.
Szoboszlai.
Le numéro 8.
Alvarez.
Le numéro 17. Le numéro 5.
Now it's Olise. Here's Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tchouaméni, and it's Llorente. Now Saliba. And he's picked it up out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Llorente looking for the run. Olise receives it in a wide position. And a chance! And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gravenberg. Haaland. For Olise. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Shaw. Tries to pass it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shaw. Pings in across. That has been knocked clear.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And here's Haaland. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Olise goes short. Olise. And it's Shaw. Shaw. That's good play. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, important interception. Vietnam have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pedro Porro gets into a good position. Llorente. Olise. Oh, that's a key interception.
Temps additionnel,
Van
1
Dijk.
minute.
Olise. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Soboslai. Now it's Alvarez. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Changement en cours.
Into extra time we go. Now it's Olise.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Takes a shot! Oh, that was vital. Yildiz.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away? So no flag here. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, what a mistake! Van Dijk. No way through. Olise. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Tchouaméni. Olise. Over to the right flank. Now here's the delivery. And that has been cleared. Plays a sharp little ball here. Szoboszlai. And it's Tchouaméni. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. It's a promising position. Mbappe is flagged offside. Van Dijk. O'Reilly. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Olise. Now it's David. Çalhanoğlu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Alvarez. Pinches it off him.
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe succumbs to the pressure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Haaland.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Çalhanoğlu. No, that's been intercepted. Olise. Spread to the right. Alvarez. Llorente has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew that...
And there goes the final whistle. Vietnam did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Marmouche showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Saliba wins the duel this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Works it forward. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's...
He's having a pop! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
O'Reilly looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
So it is still 0-0. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Marmouche, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba cuts it out. Yamal looking for the run, not where it came from. Quality ball. Mbappe chasing after it. And it's Porro. Let me see. Can he get it through? The ball goes in. Space for him to turn and look. That's good play. And it's made its way to him. Marmouche. No, he's not getting his way this time. And the counter is on. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Very nicely done. Mbappe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's nice. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. There's the header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Chance! O'Reilly tries to clear. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Distributed tidily. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now this could be a chance, and he shoots! He's delivered all right! A goal at a really telling moment. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Chouameni. This possibly the last play of the half. And he's there to clear it. Backward it goes. Opts to... He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Chouameni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Vietnam looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Vietnam definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now, can they get him away? Saliba makes the interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
This looks promising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Marmouche. Haaland has created 1 goal already. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pass somewhat off target. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Alexander-Arnold, lovely pass, but can he get there? Marmouche! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
So changes afoot here and from both
Le
sides.
numéro 18. Le numéro 4. Le
He's
numéro
had it
22.
nicked away.
Le numéro 21.
Szoboszlai,
À leur place,
the most
le
accurate
numéro
pass.
20. Le numéro 19. Messi.
Oh, that's a
Le
key
numéro
interception.
15. Le numéro 5. Le numéro
Passes
6.
coming off in quick
Le
succession
numéro
here.
8.
And here's
Changement
Messi.
en cours.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played out wide. And it's Chouameni. David is... And the shot! It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shaw, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Ball's gone out of play. Pedro Porro. Great defending, strong and determined. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
David! Deftly away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a little off target. That's a sharp pass. Messi, this might spell danger. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Llorente. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
And it's Llorente. Olise. Now it's Llorente. Takes aim and crosses. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Olise played into space, chips it through. He's in a great position here. Haaland's cross. Olise! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
This is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Vietnam are down to 10 men. Searching pass he's played there. He's on it. Can he get away? Chouameni. And they've got rid. So that means another 30 minutes football. So that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full-time. We will be going the distance.
Attention, changement.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Olise, that's really well manoeuvred.
David really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Chouameni. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Pedro Porro receives it in a good position here. Bullish header! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Looking tidy in position. He's had a shot! Yildiz. Pedri. Pedro Porro. Van Dijk goes sliding in. Now then, the ball's come loose. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Changement.
And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Chouameni. Now it's David. Nicely spread. In by Llorente.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Succumbs to the pressure. Saliba. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Olise. Llorente. Olise. And it's Chouameni. Very much into the last knockings.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes stood his ground strongly. That's that, the end. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great work on the overlap. Haaland going after that. Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, super find. Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played out wide. He's on it. Can he get away? That's an excellent interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Tchouameni. Can he get it through? Llorente is in a really good position out wide. Carreras, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great vision. Oh, good spread. Ball swung. Oh, great leap! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Pedro Porro. Oh, nice touch. Elects to cross. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter.
Can he finish? And they've got rid. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vinicius Junior. So it is still 0-0. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And it's Porro. Gravenberg. It's Pedri. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Van Dijk. Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And it's Llorente. Tchouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro makes a move down the right. Van Dijk makes the interception. Chouameni. He is through here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Yamal goes short. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Pass somewhat off target.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Llorente. Chouameni. And he's had it nicked away. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Llorente has it out wide and in space. Pedri. Bellingham. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10, le numéro 11, le numéro 9, le numéro 22, le numéro 5, le numéro 21.
He's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And the game has liftoff. Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Ah, he's given it away. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just...
A real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Cross flung it, impressive jump! And a neat finish! And they get themselves in front! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Chouameni. Gravenberg. Olise. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Spread neatly. Lovely bit of skill. O'Reilly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, and Messi! And a truly agonising miss.
Messi really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Haaland is onto this. Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rabiot. Chouameni. Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. This is a promising build-up. Haaland.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Played into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he was quick to react. Rabiot.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
The final seconds now. And it's Chouameni. David. Now, who's going to be first to this? And there goes their last chance. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows.